doing this for last 10 years, mentoring lot of startups, certified mentor, and also registered with Startup India. Has worked on various models of entrepreneurship, and himself is a very dynamic entrepreneur. And in fact, I must congratulate him, and to make you all of you aware that even during this COVID time, he's been doing a wonderful thing in terms of helping the people and supporting them. So he's come up with a very mini project where he's helping the people within the Jaipur in terms of anything which is required in terms of COVID. So he's been putting in commendable efforts. So I mean, keep doing the good work, Professor Bhavya. You are really an inspiration to many of us. And today he's going to talk about something very, very interesting, which is about generating ideas. All of us always feel that, where should I mean, I want to do something, but I'm not sure what I want to do. How do I want to do it? So how comes later before that either you feel that you're short of ideas, or you feel that you've got too many ideas and you are not able to figure out which idea you want to work on. So let's hear from the gentleman, talking about these various facets, and I'm sure he'll clear a lot of your doubts today. So welcome, Professor Bhavya, and over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's always an honor to work with you. I learn a lot from you. So thank you for having me here. Uh, these are little difficult times, and as ma'am was also mentioning, we are uh, too preoccupied with this COVID relief project that we have recently started at Aripodar Institute of Management, University of Rajasthan. So, but just because of Sheenu ma'am, I'm here, and she has been a great supporter throughout my journey of entrepreneurship and marketing. We have very long association. So thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you so much to the entire IIHMR family, because during these times also learning must go on. So you're living up to that, uh, you know that thing that learning should never stop, even in the most difficult times. And I welcome all the participants as well for this session. So I hope I'll be I'll be trying my level best to add some value to it and make these next about 100 minutes useful for all of you. So just before we I start talking about uh, idea generation, creativity, and everything, if you could just all of you, if you could just write down your name and what basically do you do, and your favorite color and why that color is your favorite color in the chat box. Till the time I am telling you a story, so during that time you can listen to the story. And also, if you could just tell me your name and what do you do and your favorite color and why that color is your favorite color. So if you could just write down in the chat box, uh, it'll help me to take the session ahead, it'll help me to take it forward. Until the time you guys are doing it, I want to begin this session with with one of these stories that I really wanted to share with all of you. So I just wanted to know, everybody is comfortable with only English, or we should keep it bilingual? Is it okay, Shinu
I
ma'am?
think, yeah, it is fine. I think all of
Yeah, it's
them
fine.
are
Okay,
comfortable.
great. So so this is the story that I want to begin with, is a story of a king and his two sons. So this king was getting older. He was a very famous king, very successful king. बहुत बड़ा उनका पूरा state था. But he was getting older now. The king had two sons, young, handsome, and he wanted them to have their final, learning, of formal learning before they take over the uh, the governance from the king. So the king ordered, अपने पूरे जो उनका मिनिस्टीरियल जो कॉन्फ्रेंस थी उनको ऑर्डर किया कि जाइए और जाकर कोई ऐसा जना ढूंढ के लेकर आइए जो मेरे इन दोनों बच्चों को, मेरे इन दोनों बेटों को वर्ल्ड का सबसे बड़ा योद्धा और सबसे बड़ा विद्वान बना सके, द मोस्ट इंटेलिजेंट पर्सन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड एंड द फाइनेस्ट फाइटर. Two very important skills to be a king. So ये लोगों को बेसिक्स आता है, फाउंडेशन आता है, बट इफ यू कुड फाइंड समवन जो इनको एकदम पॉलिश करके और बिल्कुल फाइन बना सके, सबसे बड़ा योद्धा और सबसे बड़ा विद्वान. सब मिनिस्टर्स जाते हैं, पूरे राज्य में सर्च चलता है कि कोई ऐसा टीचर मिले जो इनको वर्ल्ड का सबसे बड़ा योद्धा और सबसे बड़ा विद्वान बना सके. सब मिनिस्टर्स जाते हैं, ढूंढते हैं, 1 डेढ़ 2 महीने तक दैट सर्च ऑपरेशन गोज ऑन, एंड देन दे ऑल कम बैक टू द कोर्ट ऑफ द किंग. किंग आस्क्स कि बताइए क्या हुआ, क्या आपको कोई ऐसा जना मिला जो मेरे दोनों बेटों को वर्ल्ड का सबसे बड़ा योद्धा और सबसे बड़ा विद्वान बना दे. सारे मिनिस्टर्स बोलते हैं कि महाराज, we couldn't find anyone who can make them the best fighter and the finest judge or the most intelligent person. But then a minister comes forward and he says कि लेकिन महाराज मुझे एक साधु मिले हैं. I found the saint. And ये साधु बहुत अच्छा बना सकते हैं. So king had that entrepreneurial mindset probably कि ठीक है, something is better than nothing, let's try करने में क्या बुराई है. सो किंग को लगता है कि चलिए चलते हैं, मिलकर आते हैं, देखते हैं ये कौन है साधु जो वर्ल्ड का सबसे अच्छा साधु बनाते हैं. तो सारे किंग अपने कुछ मिनिस्टर्स को लेके और अपने लवाजमे के साथ हाथी घोड़ा सब लेके और उस साधु की जो छोटी सी झोपड़ी है वहां पर पहुंचता है. एंड जब वो उस हट पर पहुंचता है, उस झोपड़ी पे पहुंचता है, अंदर जाता है, साधु से मिलता है, तो साधु को बोलता है कि महाराज, मैं इस राज्य का राजा हूं और मैं चाहता हूं कि आप मेरे दोनों बेटों को वर्ल्ड का सबसे बड़ा योद्धा और सबसे बड़ा विद्वान बना दें. साधु 2 मिनट सोचते हैं और सोचकर बोलते हैं कि ठीक है, मैं ऐसा कर दूंगा, लेकिन पहले तुम्हें मेरे 3 सवालों के जवाब देने होंगे. राजा कहता है ठीक है, पूछिए क्या आपके सवाल हैं. साधु कहते हैं मेरा पहला सवाल, वो जो आपके पीछे एक सेब का पेड़ है, एक एप्पल ट्री है, हाउ मेनी एप्पल्स आर देयर ऑन दैट ट्री. उस पेड़ में कितने सेब हैं. तो राजा अपने सैनिक को बोलता है, वो जाता है, फटाफट जाके काउंट करता है और काउंट करके वापस आके सैनिक उन्हें बता देता है कि भाई इतने इतने एप्पल्स हैं उस ट्री में. राजा साधु को बता देता है. साधु कहता है बिल्कुल ठीक जवाब. अब मेरा दूसरा सवाल, और दूसरा सवाल ये कि ये जो आपके पीछे पूरा सेब का बगीचा है, इस पूरे गार्डन में कितने एप्पल्स हैं. अगेन राजा वाज वेरी स्मार्ट. उसने अपने सैनिक को बोला कि आप जाओ और जाकर काउंट कर लो कि बगीचे में कितने ट्रीज हैं, अपन मल्टीप्लाई करके बता देंगे. सैनिक जाते हैं, ट्रीज काउंट करते हैं, आते हैं, बता देते हैं कि इतने इतने एप्पल्स हैं. साधु कहता है बिल्कुल ठीक जवाब. वो कहता है अब मेरा तीसरा और आखिरी सवाल, मेरा तीसरा और आखिरी सवाल ये है। वो अपने झोले में हाथ डालते हैं और एक बंद मुट्ठी बाहर निकालते हैं। And as he gradually opens his fist, वो उस बंद मुट्ठी को दिखाकर राजा को पूछते हैं कि राजा ये एक सेब का बीज है, इस बीज में कितने एप्पल्स? व्हाट डू यू थिंक? अगर आप उस राजा की जगह होते तो आप क्या जवाब देते? सब लोग anyone would like to respond to it? You can unmute yourself and respond.
हाय आई एम इतिशा। तो मैं जवाब देती, जब तक इस बीज में से पेड़ नहीं निकलेगा तो पता कैसे चलेगा कितना एप्पल होंगे।
Wonderful, 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 Itisha. That's great. That's right. Anything else? क्या आपको लगता है कोई और जवाब भी हो सकता है जो इतिशा ने दिया कि जब तक इस पेड़ में से कोई इस बीज में से कोई पेड़ नहीं
I
निकलेगा?
am Vandana, Bhavya, Dr. Bhavya, I am Vandana.
जी
Yes,
वंदना
my response would be, there may or may not, this seed may convert into a tree, may convert or may not convert.
Yeah, correct. Thank you वंदना जी, thank you so much, thank you इतिशा, thank you वंदना जी। Exactly same answer राजा ने दिया। राजा ने बोला कि महाराज ये मैं कैसे बता सकता हूं, अगर इस बीज में से पेड़ निकल आया तो फिर इसमें हजारों एप्पल्स हो सकते हैं, क्योंकि उन एप्पल से फिर कोई बीज बनेगा और फिर एप्पल्स बनते चले जाएंगे। और अगर इस बीज में से पेड़ नहीं निकला तो फिर तो इसमें एक भी एप्पल नहीं है, तो या तो 0 एप्पल्स हैं या बहुत सारे इनफाइनाइट एप्पल्स हो सकते हैं। एग्जैक्टली सेम जवाब राजा ने दिया। तो आप जानते हैं साधु ने क्या कहा? साधु ने कहा कि आप तो इतने ताकतवर राजा हैं, आपके पास इतनी बड़ी सेना है, इतना आपके पास प्रॉपर्टी है, वेल्थ है, आप क्यों नहीं निकाल देते बीच में से पेड़? निकालिए। राजा ने कहा कि महाराज मैं इस बीज को जमीन दे सकता हूं, इस बीज को फर्टिलाइजर्स दे सकता हूं, पानी दे सकता हूं, इस बीज को प्रोटेक्ट कर सकता हूं, लेकिन इस बीज में से पेड़ नहीं निकाल सकता। And that's how this session is going to be. This entire workshop that you're going to attend. What we as mentors here, what we as the organizers of the workshop or this session, what we can do is give you an environment, is provide you with a support system. हम प्रोटेक्ट कर सकते हैं, हम एक एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, बट बीज से पेड़ हम नहीं बना सकते, राइट? वो तो आप ही को करना होगा। सो मेरा आज का ये सेशन सक्सेसफुल होगा कि अनसक्सेसफुल हो जाएगा, ये जिम्मेदारी मुझ पर नहीं है, आप पर है। आप अपनी लर्निंग के लिए कितना तैयार हैं? क्या आप वो बीज से पेड़ बनने को तैयार हैं क्या? अगर आप तैयार हैं तो डेफिनेटली वो बीज से पेड़ बनाया जा सकता है। बिकॉज ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, whenever an egg breaks from outside, a life ends. But whenever an egg breaks from inside, a life begins. So the egg has to break from inside. The learning, the responsibility of learning lies with you. So I hope all of you are ready to learn and to convert yourself. And for that, what I need is a lot of participation, right? If it becomes a monologue, if only me talking all the time, हमें कोई fruit नहीं मिलने वाला है। all of us need to participate, just like Vandana ji responded, just like Itisha ji responded, Abhi. So I think we need to do like that. I hope you are ready. So the session, as Shiru ma'am shared, the session is about creativity. The session is about ideas. So let's, in order to begin with, let's first understand what is creativity. And I'm sure all of you know, so I won't be spending a lot of time here. So if any one of you would like to unmute yourself and then respond to it, that what do you think, what is creativity? Anyone? What is creativity according to you?
Hi, Itisha this side. I would say creativity is something thinking out of the box. For
Mhm,
example, कोई चीज किसी के लिए कचरा हो सकता है, like a
mhm,
plain box, और कोई उसमें से कुछ बहुत ही सुंदर क्रिएटिव बना सकता है.
mhm.
So that depends upon you कि आपका नजरिया क्या है चीजों को देखने का.
That's great. That's great. Itisha ji, what do you do?
Currently, I am a housewife, I can say.
Okay.
Earlier,
Okay.
I used to work with IHMR as a marketing manager.
Oh, wonderful. That's great. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Uh, somebody raised hand. Pravesh. I couldn't see the name. Just let me check. Yes, please unmute yourself and you can say. And then I will come to you, Arya. Yes, Arya.
Yeah, hello sir, I'm Arya. Yeah, creativity is create some product, anything, which is imagined in your mind and created by you. That is creativity. It can
That's
be
wonderful.
unique or it can be common, but yeah, because that is done by someone, so it is someone's creativity because they made some effort to produce that product. So that will be termed as an creativity.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. That's great. That's great, Arya ji. What do you do, Arya ji?
Currently, I'm working as a freelancer social media manager.
Oh,
And
wonderful. That's great.
earlier, I was worked as an SAP consultant.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. That's great. That's great.
Thank you.
So, yes, that's what creativity is. Anybody else who wanted to answer? Parvesh Kumari, I think you raised hand.
Shikha has also raised.
Shika has also raised hand. Okay.
Sir, creativity is something when you create new ideas by using existing ideas or thoughts. I mean to say some innovation has been done with the existing or the new ideas is called creativity.
Is all about creativity. Okay, and then there is this another word that you used, Shikhaji, and I'm talking to everybody. Shikhaji has just used another word called innovation, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
What do you think then? What is, Shikhaji, what is the difference between these two words? If there is any, you can say there is no difference.
Between innovation and creativity.
Creativity.
Sir, innovation is something which is not yet created. I mean to say, innovation is something not anybody has not yet thought about.
Okay, okay, okay. So who innovated telephone, Shikhaji? Do you remember?
No, sir.
Or who innovated aeroplanes, or who innovated
Wright brothers, I think.
Wright brothers, right? So
Yes.
what do we say? Do we say Wright brothers innovated aeroplane, or Graham Bell innovated telephone, or do we say Graham Bell invented telephone, or Thomas
Yes,
Alva
sir.
Edison invented bulb?
So we say invented.
We say invented, right?
Yes.
What do you do, Shikhaji, these
Sir,
days?
currently I'm pursuing MBA, Hospital Management from IHMR Jaipur.
Oh, wonderful. That's great. That's great.
Yes.
So now there is one more word. So I am getting confused. I don't know. All of you will have to help me to sort this out. Now I am struggling with three words. One is creativity, another is innovation, and another is invention. What do you think? What is the difference between these three words now? Creativity, innovation, and invention. Yes, Arya, I'll come to you, and then I'll come to Riddhima. Yes, Arya. Arya?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm audible now.
Yes, yes, you are.
Yeah.
Please
Yes.
let me know.
If something comes to market, then it will be comes as an innovation. If something comes first time in mind, then it is invention. First time in mind or market, I'm little bit confused between. And if something comes in mind only, then it is creativity.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense. Yes, Riddhima.
Good evening, sir. Myself, Riddhima, this side. The first thing I would like to clear about invention and innovation is invention is like the like Wright brothers created or invented, we could say, aeroplanes, right? So any modification in that would lead to an innovation. Same as telephones, if we say Graham Bell invented it, but now with time innovation came as wireless or cordless telephones. That is an innovation. And when it comes to creativity, creating new things from your own mind, that hasn't has like no relation with anything that it has already been present or not. You can create anything from your own mind, or it doesn't has to be related with a term or a product. It can be anything.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yes, Kanika, you also want to say something.
Yes, sir. So, I just want to add on to it that invention is like something like a stepping stone, is a milestone, while innovation is perpetual. It keeps on going, never ending. I mean, it keeps on with the times as the demands occurs, and both invention and innovation is in terms of the we can. It's for the society, for the larger benefit, while creativity is something creating valuable, which could be like a personal space also, or that's what I want to add on to it. That's all.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's really nice. So so yes. So how many of you think you are creative? Raise your hands. Those who think you are creative. Let's see how many hands are raised. Those who think you're creative. Okay, Arya has raised hand. Vandana, okay, okay. Okay, okay. Wonderful, wonderful. That's great. So Arya, why, what is it that makes you feel that you're very, very creative? And then I'll come to you, Vandana.
Yeah, I'm creative because I can see if some item, if I see a few items in my house, and I can make something new with all those items. Anything, if any dish, so I can decorate it to that dish, and anything, I can make a difference into that. So I feel that is creativeness of mine.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Vandana?
Yes, as I've mentioned that I do a lot of trading. So suppose I have to teach a topic listening. Okay. So I would not be using the same, activities that I've been using for years, right? Every time when I do listening exercise or listening session for a new batch of people, I always devise some or the other activity, right?
Wonderful.
I
That's
may
great.
take them out in the open area, right? And ask them to form groups and give them some tasks wherein they have to listen to one another and carry out the activity. So this is how I think that because this compels me every time to do something, something new, not to repeat that I have already been doing or others are doing. And that gives me kick for, further things, doing better and more in a very, how to keep my people engaging and interactive.
That's wonderful. That's amazing. That's amazing. So we can definitely, because we can connect after the session and you can teach me some of the activities probably, because
God.
I need them a lot. So wonderful. Yes. What do you think? So is art creativity? Doing some artwork is creativity. Is that creativity? So as you said, I could, as Arya ji said, I could create something new out of whatever was available in my house. Or Vandana ji said she could create new games and activities and everything. So creating something new, okay, maybe that is one definition. Maybe that is one definition of creativity. But whenever I talk about creativity, most of the times, art is always, accepted as creativity. So somebody is an artist, somebody is a poet, or somebody is a musician, somebody is a painter. It is always said that, okay, this person is very, very creative. So we always accept art as creativity. But do you think science is also creativity? What do you think about it? Is science creativity?
Yeah, sure. We see a lot of experiments happening in the field of agriculture. Technology is being used in agriculture. Right now, you can see, for example, Israel is doing a lot of experimentation in the field of agriculture by using technology. The entire farmland can be controlled by technology without the intrusion of man over there in the field. So this is something which was not there 10 years, 15 years, or even 20 years back. People had not thought of this.
Right. Wonderful. So yes, creativity can be anywhere. It could be in your own personal lives. It could be in professional life, as an artist, as a scientist. It's everywhere. So what is ultimately creativity? And then two more words, invention and innovation. So this is my perception of these words, and we can discuss more about it. I think creativity is your ability to generate new thoughts, right? If I can think of new things, maybe I am creating them or not creating them, but at least I can think of them. I become a creative person, right? So my ability to generate new thoughts in a particular situation, in a context, makes me creative. So basically, this ability to generate new thoughts is creativity. And what is invention is when we discover something for the very first time. So discovery of something for the very first time is invention. And then the third word, innovation. Innovation, I look at it as a process. This process is not a linear process where one step comes after the second step. I see it as a very overlapping kind of non-linear process. It's a process where your ability to generate new ideas, your ability to generate new thoughts, creativity, is applied to solve a real world problem. So when it is applied to solve a real world problem, it could be an individual problem, it could be an organizational problem, it could be a social problem. That is innovation. So creativity is your ability to generate new ideas. If you can generate new ideas, you're creative, right? Then while generating those new ideas, when you actually discover something which has never been discovered, that's invention. And when you start translating those ideas into some products or some action that will solve real world problems, either individual or organizational or social problems, called innovation, right? So we discussed that there is, you know, art is creativity. We also know that science is creativity. But is there any science behind creativity? Can we sharpen it? Can I become more creative than what I am right now? Yes, probably. Because all of us are like that seed. A seed who has infinite potential, right? Let me prove it to you. What you have to do is, I am giving you 2 minutes, right? You all will have 120 seconds. Now what, I hope all of you are carrying your notebooks or a notepad in your phone or tab, whatever, wherever you can just note down something. I hope you're carrying it. So what you have to do is, I'll give you 120 seconds, and then you have to write down all the business ideas. Don't evaluate them. Don't think whether they're sane ideas or insane ideas, whether they are new ideas or older ideas. Don't think about that. Don't evaluate your ideas. Just generate them. So generate ideas. I'm giving you 120 seconds, approximately 2 minutes, to generate new ideas. And my hint is that you have to, or the direction in which we have to generate ideas is, generate as many ideas as possible in next 120 seconds, कि हम 60 ईयर्स से ऊपर के लोगों को अपना टारगेट कस्टमर बनाकर क्या क्या बिजनेसेस शुरू कर सकते हैं। 60 ईयर्स से ऊपर के लोगों को टारगेट कस्टमर बनाकर हम क्या क्या बिजनेसेस शुरू किए जा सकते हैं, या उनके लिए क्या प्रोडक्ट्स बनाए जा सकते हैं। यू हैव 120 seconds. I'm waiting. Your time starts now. Write it down, as many ideas as possible. कि 60 साल से ज्यादा के लोगों के लिए क्या क्या बिजनेसेस शुरू किए जा सकते हैं। लेट्स सी कौन सबसे ज्यादा आइडियाज लेकर आता है। डोंट इवैल्यूएट देम कि वो सेन है, इनसेन है, पॉसिबल है, नहीं पॉसिबल है। जस्ट राइट देम। जितने आइडियाज आ रहे हैं लिखते जाइए। 2 minutes. Let's see who can generate most number of ideas. One minute has gone. Last 30 seconds. I hope you're writing ideas. Businesses that can be created for people above 60, जिनका target audience 60 साल से ऊपर के लोग. Last 15 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time is up. Yes. So please raise hand. I'll come to each one of you, one by one. कि आप कितने ideas generate कर पाए and वो क्या क्या ideas हैं, एक बार अगर आप बस quickly उसे पढ़ दें तो. Yes, वंदना जी.
Yes.
How many ideas do you generate?
1, 2, 3, 4,
1.
and 5. I am not sure about the 5th one.
That's okay. You don't need to evaluate them right now.
Yeah.
Why? So 5 and 1, 6 total.
Okay. No. In all 5.
In all 5. Okay.
I'm not sure about the 5th one, but yes. Okay. Why? Because this area is something very close to my heart. I've been thinking for this area for quite some time. Why? Because what Japan is facing today, we are going to face after 20, 30 years, 30, 40 years, right? And I do not know, because if I look at the government policies and system and everything which is there, the governance, how far they are prepared to take up this issue, because the time flies like anything, and I don't think so we have any focus or any inclination to work in this direction. I do not know if people are working, they are working in their individual capacities or their individual association levels, right? So at country levels, nothing much is happening in this area. So what I thought of, coming up with a daycare center, right?
Okay.
Wherein we can have in localities, because in where people are residing, so in different localities, in different pockets, there can be daycare centers wherein people can come over there, and there can be a proper system, and everything needs to be in place, structure, and people come over there, they spend their time, so there has to be a schedule from morning to evening. So that is one, the how to run the daycare center is one part of it. And
so I just need the basic idea. So one is daycare center. Okay. What were other 4?
Another thing is, like in our families, we have people who are above 60 years of age, and some of the members, they are not aware, they are not trained to handle the queries, handle the problems of old age that happens at the problems that happen at old age. So they are not able to handle that. So what I wish, there has to be a workforce who needs to be trained how to handle people, old people in their homes. Next is spending time. This is the concept which is already started in Switzerland or something. I do not know. One of the in few countries in Europe, even in America, it is happening. Giving your time, you go to places where old people are living. So with young people, what they can do, they can spend some time in their week as per their availability and convenience. They can go there, talk to them, and spend some time with them. There, a lot of movies have all been made on this. Then is yes. Now the homes can be created. Proper homes can be created in the city itself, in different locations, wherein all these homes are equipped with a lot of facilities, keeping in mind their age factor, the kind of food, the healthcare facilities, and all that. Not very, but there are a lot of very sophisticated centers which are there in metros. But yes, they can be centers which can be within the reach of people, right?
That's fine.
And the last one I was thinking of, which I'm not very sure of, is organizing events for the old age people, right? Keeping in mind our traditional past. We can have a lot of things picked up from our literature, from our mythology, from Ayurveda, from spirituality, and all that, religion if need be, and they can be brought at one place, and events can be organized based on that. So this is what.
Wonderful, wonderful. So 5 ideas in about 120 seconds. Yes, Arya ji.
Yeah, 5, 6 ideas came into my mind, and these are like providing domestic helpers for this age people on phone, like developing some app for them, and because they have some healthcare issues also in this age, so we can provide medicines on doorstep, and we can arrange some doctor's consultation through some app. That is second one. And third one is like providing fresh homemade food to them.
Wonderful.
And fourth one is providing organic fruits and vegetables on doorstep. This, or 3, 4 are very much same alike, but all this came into my mind, so I mentioned here. And pick and drop. Some like they can rely on driver and vehicle, so some secure pick and drop for them. This is another idea for them. And the last sixth one is developing some clubhouse for them, for same age, 60 plus people, where they can talk, they can meet, they can learn, they can laugh together, and they can be like more like as a friends or companion, and to live the life happily. This all 6 came into my mind.
Wonderful, wonderful. So 5 ideas and 6 ideas, in total about 11 ideas we could generate. Yes, Itisha. Itisha ji?
Hi.
Yeah.
So my first idea is an old idea.
How many ideas?
But mixed with new generation, it would be an old age home.
Old
See,
age home?
मेरा मानना है, yeah, after 60 years जो इंसान को सबसे ज्यादा महसूस होता है वो होता है अकेलापन. Because now kids are moving out to cities. कोई दिल्ली में भी रहता है तो जरूरी नहीं है वो दिल्ली में जॉब कर रहा है. He must be going to Bangalore or he must be going to US abroad. So क्या रह जाता है, पेरेंट्स रह जाता है, और उनको ये नहीं चाहिए, they don't कि हमें कोई बेचारा महसूस कर रहा है. It's just that they want to spend quality time. So उसमें we can mix up an orphanage home with an old age home, जहाँ पे उन बच्चों को पेरेंट्स मिल जाए, कल्चर मिल जाए. एक एजुकेशन इज ओनली बाय बुक्स, एजुकेशन एल्डर्स से भी आती है. बहुत सारी चीजें आपको अपनी गलतियां करने से पहले पता चल जाता है ये गलत है, क्योंकि वो लोग अपनी लाइफ में कर चुके होते हैं. सेकेंड इज एन अकम्पनीमेट रोबोट. दे वुड बी पीपल जो ओल्ड एज में नहीं जाना चाहते होंगे, या उनकी फैमिली के लिए दिस वुड समथिंग, नहीं हमारी रिस्पेक्ट के लिए नहीं है, अरे अपने माँ बाप को ओल्ड एज भेज दिया. सो उनके लिए अकम्पनीमेट रोबोट जो उनके साथ रहे 24/7, जिससे वो लोग बातें कर सके, क्योंकि एक एज के बाद व्हाट वी नीड समवन टू टॉक विद. थर्ड इज ऑक्सीजन प्लांट. जो भी करंट मेट्रो सिटीज की सिचुएशन है, मुझे नहीं लगता वो रिजॉल्व होगी. सो अगर कोई बिजनेस आइडिया जनरेट करना है, सो उसमें आप ऑक्सीजन प्लांट लगा सकते हैं. दैट कम्स इनटू चैरिटी और एज वेल एज मनी मेकिंग भी है, क्योंकि कोई भी हॉबी तब तक नहीं होता जब तक पैसा ना आए, रेवेन्यू ना आए. थर्ड इज मेडिकल केयर. अभी कितनी न्यूज आती है लेटेस्ट जिसमें पेरेंट्स को डंप कर दिया गया है क्योंकि वो बीमार है. आजकल तो कुछ भी होता है तो एवरीबडी इज टर्म एज कोरोना, तो घर वाले नहीं ध्यान रखना चाहते, बट दे वांट कि उनके अपनों का कोई ध्यान रखे. सो वी कैन हैव अ मेडिकल केयर यूनिट जिसमें आप मेडिकल पर्सन कैन टेक केयर ऑफ देम. थर्ड देन इज टेक्नोलॉजी क्लासेस. जो ओल्ड एज में आ जाते हैं अबव 60, जो अभी की करंट जनरेशन है, दे आर टेक्नोलॉजी हैंडीकैप है. 80% ऑफ देम स्टिल डोंट नो हाउ टू यूज विद टेक्नोलॉजी. सो मुझे लगता है उनका बहुत हद तक उनका टाइम अगर उन्हें टेक्नोलॉजी सिखा दी जाए, लाइक बेसिक फोन यूज करना, लैपटॉप यूज करना, ईमेल्स, और जितने भी अब एप्स आ रहे हैं यूथ को एंगेज करने के लिए, तो यूथ से ज्यादा वो अगर ओल्ड एज को सिखा दिया जाए तो उनका टाइम भी यूटिलाइज हो जाएगा और इसको वो ज्यादा बेटर तरीके से यूज कर सकते हैं. देन इज जनरेशन गैप क्लासेस, बिकॉज जो दादाजी हैं और पोते की बात करें, दादा पोते, ये जो जनरेशन है ये आपस में मिंगल नहीं हो पाते हैं क्योंकि उनकी थॉट में बहुत ज्यादा डिफरेंस होता है. तो वी कैन हैव समथिंग एज जनरेशन गैप क्लासेस जो उनके डिफरेंसेस को फिल कर सके, यूथ को सिखा सके कि एल्डर्स जो कहते हैं वो हमेशा गलत नहीं होते, और एल्डर्स को सिखा सके बेशक वो बच्चे हैं बट उनकी बातें भी आपको सुनना चाहिए, या व्हाट डज दे नीड, वेयर दे कैन कम, दे कैन हैव मिंगल अप क्लासेस हो जिसमें वो अपनी फीलिंग शेयर कर सके, क्या उनको प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं, क्या उनको स्ट्रगल आ सकते हैं, उसको दूर किया जा सके.
Okay. So in total 5 ideas you've shared. Wonderful.
So
Thank
1,
you
2,
so much.
3, 4, 6.
Yeah. Are you done?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Wonderful. There is one more person who has raised hand. Avani.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Avani.
Sir, I have 5 ideas in total. And the
Okay.
first one is a really interesting one. It is a dating app for 60 plus year people.
I treat like that.
Yes, sir. And
Okay.
the other one is intelligent walking sticks and wheelchair mobility aid. Other
Okay.
is hearing aid and eye care for elderly. Then ambulance services app, and a product, diapers for elderly.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. So these are 5 ideas. Anybody else who would like to? Thank you, Avani. Anybody else who would like to share their ideas here? You can raise hand. Chimbar.
Good evening, everyone. Actually, I'm from Manipur, and some of the ideas I have written have already been shared by Vandana and Itisha. I just want to add one. I think most of the older people after retirement, they are still active. Their mind, their physics, they are still active. So I want to focus on this active group, and we can start a consultation program involving them so that they can share or they can advise the new generations on life, on certain aspects of on respective occupation, or anything about whatever experiences they have faced or they have achieved. They can help the young generation to move forward in life with their consultation program. I want to add this. Thank you.
Wonderful, Chimbar. That's great. Thank you so much. So so far, though we have more participants, but there are anybody else? Shikha also. Yes, Shikha.
Yes, sir. So my first idea will be interaction of 60 age people with young ones in a single place where they can learn some new values or add more to their life. And second will be happy club only for the old age people so that they can perform new activities. And third one will be providing technical assistance to them to make them aware about the basic smart features. As you know, today world is running on the smartphones, smart wheelchairs, smart watches. So they should know at least the basic features which will help them in emergency situations. Fourth one is viewing classes, and fifth one will be newspaper and old age bookshops for them.
Oh, wonderful. So total 5, huh?
Yes.
That's great.
I think Anushka was also raising hand.
Anushka was also raising hand. Yes, Anushka.
Hello, sir. I'm Anushka from Jaipur, and मेरे पास 2 ideas हैं 2 minutes में. तो मेरा फर्स्ट आइडिया ये होगा कि एक योगा क्लासेस होना चाहिए कि जिसमें एक पार्क हो और उसमें उनका योगा क्लासेस चले जितना भी टाइम वो चाहे, उसमें कोई टाइम लिमिट नहीं होनी चाहिए. मोस्टली सुबह सुबह सब योगा क्लासेस ज्वाइन करे और उसमें हेल्थ का उनका इम्प्रूवमेंट हो. और दूसरा मेरा ये कि 60 एज में आने के बाद या उससे ज्यादा एज वालों की भी कुछ हॉबीज होती हैं, जैसे किसी का डांस होता है, किसी का पेंटिंग होता है, किसी का बुक रीडिंग होता है. तो कुछ ऐसा होना चाहिए कि उन्हें वो चीज करने को मिले. क्योंकि कुछ लोग होते हैं कि उनको दे नहीं पाते, मतलब घर पे भी वो लोग अपने को शेयर नहीं कर पाते कि हमें इस एज में करना क्या है, मेरी क्या क्या हॉबीज रही हुई है पहले के साल में, कि मुझे कैसे मुझे गाना गाना पसंद है, मुझे सिंगिंग पसंद है, कुछ भी। तो ऐसा कुछ होना चाहिए कि उनका मन लगा रहे पूरे दिन घर में और हम कुछ ऐसा उनके साथ करें। सो मेरे
Amazing,
पास
amazing, amazing. That's great.
थैंक
That's
यू
great.
सर।
Thank you, Anushka. Yes,
थैंक यू।
Shaban. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Shaban. Shaban Surjita.
Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you. Or how many ideas do you have?
6 ideas.
Wow.
First one is yoga and breathing exercise, as previously said by. It is for their health and wellness and stress release. Second one is the alarm system for bedridden old age patients, which is connected to their children who are working in outside the home. Third one is home care nursing. It is a mandatory one for them. Then next one is library for them. Another one is home visits by the frequent home visits by the doctors and nurses for their health checkup, everything. Then diagnostic services at home, early morning checkups and blood investigations, everything they can do daily basis.
Okay.
When are
your voice is cracking, I think.
These ideas I have noted, sir.
Okay.
It is related to only health.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So in total 6 ideas, huh?
6 ideas.
One.
Aksharika.
Yes.
Good evening, sir. So actually, I was having 5 or 6 ideas, but some of them were discussed earlier. So one of my ideas is that we can arrange a coffee shop or a library, small library, where only old their books like spiritual books, Bhagavad Gita, or something which they want to read. We'll ask the people, old age group people, what they like or not, or we'll play over there only retro songs for them.
Okay. Okay.
And second thing we can do is we can give them job opportunities on the basis of their hobbies. मतलब जो उनके hobbies होंगे, like they some of them must like to cook at home and they can sell from us. मतलब we will be the intermediate to sell all the stuff. Or others, sir, they were discussed earlier. I was having only 2
That's
left.
wonderful. No
Thank you
problem.
so much.
No problem. Great. Wonderful. So that's wonderful. I think all those who raised hand, we came to you and you shared your idea. And I'm so thankful that all of you shared. But you know, Acha, I just want to ask one more thing to all of you. Who's listening to radio right now? Is there anybody? Please raise your hand. The one who's listening to radio, the one who can listen to the songs right now. Radio पे कौन अभी गाने सुन रहा है? Please एक बार hand raise कीजिए. Anyone? जो अभी रेडियो पे गाने अभी सुन रहा है रेडियो पे गाने? Okay. मतलब अभी सुन रहा है क्लास के दौरान, अभी जब क्लास चल रही है हम इंटरैक्ट कर रहे हैं, इस दौरान रेडियो पे गाने भी सुन रहे हैं आप? ओके, 2 people. ओके, सो बाकी सब लोग, वो लोग जो अभी रेडियो पे गाने नहीं सुन रहे हैं, राइट, या जिनके पीछे रेडियो नहीं चल रहा है, क्या अभी एनवायरमेंट में रेडियो का फ्रीक्वेंसी नहीं है क्या? क्या अभी आप ट्यून इन करेंगे तो रेडियो मिर्ची शुरू नहीं हो जाएगा क्या? हो जाएगा। वो फ्रीक्वेंसी तो हमेशा है आपके एनवायरमेंट, बट द थिंग इज कि हमने अपना ट्रांजिस्टर, अपना इंस्ट्रूमेंट उस फ्रीक्वेंसी में ट्यून इन नहीं किया और इसलिए हमें गाने नहीं सुनाई दे, isn't it? जैसे ही हम अपना इंस्ट्रूमेंट उस फ्रीक्वेंसी पर ट्यून इन करेंगे, वी लिसन टू सॉन्ग्स। बट इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि अभी वो फ्रीक्वेंसी एनवायरनमेंट में नहीं है। बिल्कुल वैसे ही देयर आर आइडियाज अराउंड यू। सी, आई वाज राइटिंग इट डाउन, वी कुड जनरेट 37 new ideas in 120 seconds. 37 new ideas in 120 seconds. So 37 ideas in 2 minutes. That's your capability. That's why I said I'll prove it to you that all of us are creative. We have the ability to generate new ideas. But you know what is the problem? The problem is that we don't tune into it. And because we don't tune into it, we don't listen to the songs. As soon as you tune into it, tune into that frequency, as soon as you start making it a habit, as soon as you start making some efforts to generate new ideas, all of you can. जैसे ही आप tune in करेंगे, songs सुनाई देने लगेंगे. So there are lots and lots of ideas around you. What we need to do is keep our antennas open. Frequency is there, and all of us have that potential, right? So all of you have, the ability to generate new ideas, and we've just generated 37 ideas in 120 seconds. That's brilliant, just 20 seconds. अभी तो हम कहीं बाहर भी नहीं गए, हम किसी बहुत क्रिएटिव हैबिटेट में नहीं गए, अभी हम एकदम एक क्लासरूम एनवायरनमेंट में बैठकर और एक ऑनलाइन क्लास कर रहे हैं, बात कर रहे हैं, और इस बातचीत के दौरान अचानक से आपके सामने एक क्यू आता है कि 60 से ऊपर वालों के लिए आइडियाज जनरेट कीजिए, एंड जस्ट 120 seconds and you generated 37 ideas. So what we need to do is, frequency is right there. What we need to do is open our antennas. As soon as you open your antennas, ideas will flow in. There is no dearth of ideas. There are so many ideas. So just open the antenna. Keep दिन का कोई ऐसा 15-20 मिनट का, आधा घंटे का समय आप ऐसा रखें जहां आप खुद के साथ हैं, and you're trying to think newer things, creative. And then gradually it would become habit, and you would become creative for 24/7. You would always wear that hat of creativity, right? So I proved it to you, right? It's proven now that all of us have the ability to generate new ideas. We are very, very creative. And अगर हम 37 ideas 120 सेकंड में generate कर सकते हैं, इस इतने restricted से माहौल में, see, understand how much we can do. So you all have the ingredient to become very, very creative. Very creative entrepreneur, all of you could become. Just keep your antennas open. Okay. So that's what creativity is, finding, new ideas, generating new ideas, finding new patterns, right? Seeing the relationship between very, very unrelated things, and all of you could do it, right? So you're very, very creative. Now, okay, let's play one more game. So what you have to do is, आपको 100 से रिवर्स काउंटिंग शुरू करनी है. अपने मन में आपको काउंट करना है 100, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, राइट? हमको ये रिवर्स काउंटिंग करनी है. एंड जब आप ये रिवर्स काउंटिंग अपने मन में कर रहे होंगे, राइट, यू डोंट हैव टू स्पीक इट लाउड, जस्ट काउंट इट. एंड जब आप ये रिवर्स काउंटिंग कर रहे होंगे, उसी दौरान I would be asking some very simple questions, right? And what you have to do is just answer those questions. Just write the answer of that question, and the answer would be a one-word answer. It's a very simple question. So what you have to do is reverse count from 100, right? So 100, 99, 98, and while you are doing it, I would ask a question. You will have to write the answer of that question and again start recounting reverse में जहां आपने drop किया था वहीं से. So let's say you reached at 88 and I asked a question. You would write the one word answer and then again start counting in the reverse 87, 86, 85, right? Let's see हम कौन कितने smaller number तक जा सकता है. How fast can we count reverse, right? So anybody जिसको game का rule नहीं समझ में आया, you want me to repeat it? If you want me to repeat it, I'll repeat it for you. So reverse counting करनी है मन में और उस reverse counting के दौरान मैं कुछ सवाल पूछूंगा, बस आपको उनका एक one word answer लिख लेना है. और let's see हम कितना दूर तक जा सकते हैं, कितने छोटे नंबर तक जा सकते हैं, right? Reverse count करते हुए. So your time starts now. Start reverse counting. Write the name of a color. Write the name of a color. Write the name of a flower. Write the name of a flower. एक फूल का नाम लिखिए, okay? Write the name of a city. Write the name of a city. Write the name of a fruit. Write the name of a fruit. Okay, stop counting. Anybody who reached 50? Reverse count करते हुए. Anybody who reached 50? Okay, Kanika. Wonderful. Okay.
48.
Okay, wonderful. Anybody who reached 40? Okay. Okay, oh, wonderful. You guys are counting very fast. Anybody who reached 10? Okay. So 2 people reached 10, I think. Arya and Hitisha. Okay. Arya, what?
No, sir. I reached at 45 only.
Okay, 45 only. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay. Okay, Hitisha? आपने कहाँ तक काउंट किया? Okay. 35. So, okay. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. That's great. That's great. Okay. So, my first question was write the name of a color. How many of you have written red, black, or white? Please raise your hands. Those who have written red, black, or white. Oh, okay, okay. 7. Wonderful. Yellow also. Anybody has written anybody has written yellow? Okay, great. The next was name of a flower. How many of you have written? Let me just lower your hands and then. Okay. Yes. So how many of you have written rose, lotus, or lily? Rose, lotus, or lily? Ah. 14. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. Okay. Third question was city. How many of you have written the name of the city in which you are right now in? You know, wherever you are. How many of you have written the name of the city where you are currently? Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Okay. And my last question was, what a fruit. How many, let me just lower down your hands, or you could just lower down your hands. And how many of you have written apple, banana, or papaya? Apple, banana, or papaya? Yeah. Okay. Mango. How many of you have written mango? Yeah. I knew it. Most of you would write mango. It happens. Whenever I ask this question in summers, it's always mango. Okay, great. Now see what actually happened. जैसे ही मैंने आपको एक एक्टिविटी में एंगेज कर दिया कि आपको रिवर्स काउंट करना है. You were preoccupied in reverse counting, and when I asked you a question, your answer was the most obvious, easiest pick out of all the answers, possible answers. Why? क्या मैंगो एप्पल के अलावा फ्रूट्स नहीं है? क्या रोज लिली लोटस के अलावा और फ्लावर्स नहीं है? But you know, it is very easy. Now that's the science of creativity, you know, because see, understand the way humans have evolved, Homo sapiens, and last about 70,000 years. What is the most important skill that we have is survival. And for that survival, what our brain does, it stores a lot of information, which you call memory, isn't it? And what does it do? That it, whenever a question comes to you, it tries to look for the easiest possible answer. Because it has to save energy for survival. So your brain is always going to trick you to find the easiest possible answer. And that is where we are trapped. And that is why जब हम किसी एक mundane routine activity में लगे हुए होते हैं, तो फिर हम वो नए ideas generate करना धीरे 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 करके कम कर देते हैं. And that is box. So when you say think out of the box, it basically means think out of this pattern. Make yourself uncomfortable. This pattern, as soon as you know, we'll find ourselves in a pattern, we'll lose creativity. So it's great that, you know, out of your routine life, you're taking some time out to do a workshop like this. Something which is not usual. Keep doing this. You as soon as this workshop is completed, do something else. Do something else. Keep giving new challenges to yourself. That will help you to remain creative. Right. So that's what creativity is all about. You know, so we have discussed basically you know, about creativity, about innovation, invention, basic meaning of it. And we have established a hypothesis that all of us are creative. We can be creative. What stops us from being creative is getting preoccupied, you know, with routine things. And it's very important to break that routine. You can do a simple thing like listening to a new genre of music. It's as simple as that. right? Listen to a song that you've never listened before. Watch a movie that you've never watched before, right? Speak to someone to whom you've never spoken before. And that's where, you would break the pattern and the creativity would start becoming your habit, But now let me ask you a question, because this is more of an entrepreneurial course. What do you think is more important for an entrepreneur? Creativity or innovation? Whereas creativity is your ability to generate new ideas. Definitely, it is prerequisite of innovation. If you're not creative, you can't be innovative, right? It is a prerequisite for being innovative. But what is more relevant for an entrepreneur is innovative. That innovation is more important. So today, now further in about half an hour, we're going to discuss that when you would start with your own organizations, right? When you would, if you would work with an organization or if you would start your own organization, how can you make that organization innovative? I know how can I be innovative and creative, right? By breaking my patterns, trying out new things, different, But how can I make an organization innovative? So let's say somebody is working with IIHMR. How can I make IIHMR an innovative organization? Why Google is known as one of the most innovative organizations, or 3M is known as one of the most innovative organizations? What do they do? How when you start your organization, when you start your own startup, how can you insert the DNA of innovation, DNA of creativity in your own organizations? And for that, we'll have to understand a model. This model is given by a professor, Tina Singh, Tinasweing, Tina Singh. So Professor Tina gave this model, and this model is called Innovation Engine, right? Innovation Engine. So next about 15-20 minutes, I'll try to explain this innovation engine to you, and it will actually help you to insert the DNA of creativity, DNA of innovation in your daily life and in your organization as well, right? So this model is called Innovation Engine. Because we can have brilliant ideas, right? But if we cannot get them across, our ideas won't get us anywhere. It's important to translate those ideas into action, and this model will help you to do it. Shinu ma'am, will it be possible for you to just present the presentation? I just need one slide out of it.
I'll do that.
The slide
Just give me.
Innovation. And please take your time. Please take your time. I need it after 5-10 minutes.
Sure.
So, Innovation Engine is a model given by Tina Singh, and she talks about, inserting that DNA in your organization. But before that, any business innovation should have 3 characteristics. Whenever you would start your own organization, your own startup, and you would come up with some innovative thing, it should have 3 characteristics. The first is feasibility. And that's what I was telling you. See, always keep generation of ideas and evaluation of ideas as 2 separate steps. If you start evaluating your ideas while generating your ideas, it will actually hinder the flow of ideas. So never evaluate your ideas while you are generating them. Keep these 2 steps as sequential. Generate ideas. So now today we have generated, let's say, 37 ideas in 120 seconds. So 2 minutes में अगर हम 37 ideas निकाल सकते हैं, now let's evaluate them. Let's see if they are feasible or not, right? Are they possible or not? Now let's evaluate them. I'm sure we will find 5, 7, 10 ideas out of them that are possible. But if we start evaluating them at the same time when we are generating them, it would become really difficult. So the first thing that you should look while translating your creativity into innovation, while translating your ideas into a real business opportunity, into a real business innovation, the first filter that we have to put in is the filter of technology, is the filter of feasibility, whether this idea is feasible or not, right? The next thing that you will have to see is viability. How viable is it? If we could come to slide number 6, ma'am. Viability, that how viable that business is, right? Is it making enough profits for us? Is it a self-sustainable business? So looking at the economics of that idea, that okay, this is a very, very practical, very, very possible idea. Can this idea make money? Will people pay for this idea? So looking at the business viability, so feasibility of the idea, viability of the idea, and desirability of the idea. Do people want it? Is it an idea that will actually add value to people? Because understand, what is the source of an idea? The source of an idea, there are multiple sources of any idea. You know, idea can come from your own experience. You experienced something and आपको idea आएगा कि okay ये किया जा सकता है, right? Ideas can come out of your interest. Okay, मेरा music में interest है, so I want to build something around music. So ideas, the source of idea could be your experience, could be your interest, could be your strengths, your abilities. Okay, I am a wonderful public speaker. Let me, figure out a career, or let me figure out a startup opportunity, a business innovation in the field of, personality training, let's say. So what are your abilities? So ideas would come out of your experience, your interest, your abilities. Ideas would come out of various pains and gains. So when you see people suffering from something, that pain will give you some ideas. When you see people gaining out of something, you get new ideas. So you get ideas from pain, you get ideas from gain, you get ideas from various research organizations, right? They're conducting a lot of new types of research. That research can be converted into a business innovation. And of course, your overall environment, you get a lot of ideas from your environment, from people around. So these are various sources of any idea, right? Now, whether this idea is feasible, viable, and desirable. If this idea is feasible, viable, and desirable, then it can be treated as a business innovative idea, right? Or it can be translated into a business innovation. Now, how to make my organization innovative? Now, the triangular image that you can see on your screen is called Innovation Engine. It's given by Tina Singh. You can see there is one inner triangle, and then there is an outer triangle. Inner triangle पे 3 चीजें लिखी हुई हैं: imagination, knowledge, and attitude. And outer triangle पे 3 चीजें लिखी हुई हैं: habitat, resources, and culture. Now understand, we are creative and we want to infuse that creativity, that innovation in our organization. How to do it? So we need to use this engine. This engine would help you to create a DNA of innovation in your own organizations. And all these creative, innovative organizations are actually following this model to make their organizations innovative, to make the people in the organization innovative, right? At personal level and organizational level, both. So where does this engine start from? This engine starts from imagination. So there are two triangles here, you can see, right? The inner triangle and the outer triangle. It starts from the inner triangle. The first, the starting point of this model is imagination. Because understand, creativity starts from imagination. the biggest mistakes of our lives are not of execution, but of imagination. As Albert Einstein also said, imagination is more important than anything else. Because remember, whatever thing you see around you, you see this mobile phone, you see this software, you see this any gadget, anything, any product, any innovative product that you see around yourself. Anything in this world was first an imagination. If Thomas Alva Edison invented bulb and then created a company to commercialize that bulb, it all started from imagination. And you know what's the problem? The problem is that we have stopped imagining. We don't imagine. You remember how when we were kids, we used to go in an open playground or on our roofs and terraces, and we used to look at stars and find shapes out of those stars. We were imagining those shapes. And that is why those kids are very, very creative, because they imagine, because there is that imagination. We need to start imagining, right? So this all starts with imagination. Do you have time to just sit with yourself 10 minutes, 15 minutes and start imagining? Imagination is very, very important. The second thing which is important, and in order to imagine, what actually you need to do is challenge your assumptions. There are so many things that we assume कि ये तो ऐसे ही होता है, and we don't put our brain into it. कि यार ये ऐसा हो रहा है तो क्यों हो रहा है? We don't question it. So if you want to become imaginative, one tool that I want to give you, most powerful tool, is questioning. Question anything and everything. If you don't question it, you accept it. Don't accept anything. See, what has happened is जब भी humans को बोला गया कि ये बात मान लो, हमारी ग्रोथ रुक गई है. और जब भी हमें ये बोला गया कि ये बात जान लो, हमारी ग्रोथ मल्टीपल हो गई. सो मानिए मत, जानिए. किसी भी चीज को इसलिए मत मान लीजिए कि मैंने कह दिया या किसी ने कह दिया या किताब में लिखी है या कहीं अखबार में पढ़ी है. मानिए मत, जानिए. That will give you a window of imagination, because you would start questioning. You would imagine कि अच्छा इसके अलावा भी कुछ और हो सकता है. So we need to empty our cup. That's important. Imagination. That's the starting point of innovation. Then the second thing that you see is knowledge. Knowledge is basically the toolbox of imagination, right? मुझे कार रिपेयर करना आता है, मेरी कार खराब हो गई है, लेकिन मेरे को आता है कार रिपेयर करना, लेकिन मेरे पास टूल किट नहीं है. Now I can't repair my car because I do not have the toolkit. So knowledge is basically the toolkit of imagination. So whatever I have imagined, I can only create it in real life if I have knowledge. So we have to gather a lot of knowledge. When you start, when you start an organization in any field, in any industry, when you start your own startup, there should be nobody on this planet who knows more about that industry than you. It should be only you who knows the most about that industry, about that business. इतना knowledge होना चाहिए आपको उस startup का, उस industry का, उस product का, जिसमें आप अपना business शुरू करना चाहते हैं. Because this knowledge will give you the toolbox that you need to convert, your creativity into innovation. So knowledge would become your toolbox. Now, how to gather knowledge? I call it TROT, T-R-O-T-T, TROT rule. So you can follow this TROT rule and become knowledgeable. Now, what is this TROT rule? No rocket science. It's very simple. Now, T-R-O-T-T, TROT rule. The first T stands for travel. Let's say I want to gain knowledge about the northern eastern part of the country. What is the best way? I want to understand about, let's say, Kashmir. What is the best way? Is to go travel. Of course, not in the current situations, but I'm sure we'll come out of it. And then travel. Traveling is one of the most powerful way to gather knowledge. Because when I go there, मुझे वहाँ क्या लैंग्वेज बोली जाती है, वहाँ का खाना पीना कैसा है, वहाँ कौन सी रिवर बहती है, कौन सी रोड जाती है, कौन सी पहाड़, I would understand everything about that place. And mind you, I'm not saying become a tourist, I'm saying become a traveler. So one of the finest way of gathering knowledge is travel. Right? The second, PR. R stands for reading. If I can't go to Northeast, let's say, what is the other way I have to gather knowledge about Northeast? Is I have to read about them, the culture of those states. I need to read. If I want to understand Kashmir, I should read books about Kashmir. So reading. McKinsey did a research, and उन्होंने Forbes 500 जो list आती है, top 500 CEOs of the world. उन्होंने उन 500 CEOs से question पूछा. Very simple question. How many books do you read in an year? आप एक साल में कितनी किताबें पढ़ते हैं? You know what was the global average? 52.5. So these CEOs of of Forbes 500 companies are actually reading one book every week. Knowledge. By reading, you can gather a lot of knowledge. All of you understand that. So travel, read. The third way to gather knowledge is observation. Observe. Right? How many of you have never seen Pepsi or never had Pepsi? Anybody? Please raise hand who has never seen Pepsi or never had Pepsi. Okay. Okay, all of you have seen Pepsi, right? Who makes Pepsi in India? Who has the license to make Pepsi in India? Anyone? 10 seconds.
Varun Beverage.
Varun Beverage.
Varun Beverage.
Wonderful. That's great. That's great. Varun Beverages, right? How many of you did not know this? Please raise your hands. It's okay. That's okay. There are so many things that we don't know. Right? Now that's what I want to establish, right? Observation. हमने ऑब्जर्व ही नहीं किया, हमने पेप्सी देखी है, ऐसा नहीं है कि हम पेप्सी नहीं जानते, हम ऑफ कोर्स जानते हैं, दूर से बॉटल पहचान सकते हैं, बट क्योंकि हमने कभी उसको ऑब्जर्व नहीं किया, सो हमारे पास ये नॉलेज नहीं है कि कौन बनाता है ये पेप्सी इंडिया में. सो ऑब्जर्वेशन. आप जितना आपका ऑब्जर्वेशन कीन होगा, आपकी इमेजिनेशन को उतनी नॉलेज की पावर मिलती रहेगी उसको ट्रांसलेट करने के लिए. सो ऑब्जर्वेशन, ट्रॉट, सो ट्रैवल, read, observe, and the fourth thing is talk. See, if I can't go to, let's say, Kashmir, I can't read about Kashmir. What is the another best way to gather knowledge about Kashmir? Is to talk to people who have been to Kashmir, who have lived there. Let me speak to them. And the fifth T stands for think. Once you have traveled, read, observed, and talked to people about a certain thing, think about it, reflect, digest it, and that will give you knowledge. So if you want to become knowledge, travel to new places. The more places you go, the more knowledge you would have. Right? रीड न्यू थिंग्स. हम सब के अपने अपने जॉनर्स बन जाते हैं. मैं तो सिर्फ फिक्शन पढ़ता हूँ, मैं तो सिर्फ नॉन फिक्शन पढ़ता हूँ, मैं तो सिर्फ साइफाई पढ़ता हूँ. Why? Unless we read something, and let me tell you, अगर आप किसी ऐसे जॉनर की किताब पढ़ेंगे, एक बार मेरे कहने से ये करके देखिए, जो जॉनर आपको सबसे ज्यादा बुरा लगता हो कि ये जॉनर मैं नहीं पढ़ सकता, ये साई-फाई मेरे बस की बात नहीं है, साइंस फिक्शन नहीं पढ़ता, read at least one book of that genre, and that one book can teach you so many things that all the other books that you love may not be able to teach you. So read newer things, observe. The more you observe, more knowledge you can get. Talk to new people. Unfortunately, हम धीरे धीरे करके ना अपना एक सर्कल बना लेते, वही लोग. अब इस क्लासरूम में अभी कितना 20-21 लोग हैं जो इस वर्कशॉप के लिए रजिस्टर कर रहे हैं, जो क्लासेस में आ रहे हैं. Stay connected. This is a wonderful opportunity to connect with newer people. With newer people, new knowledge would come in. So the second part of it is knowledge. And the third part of it is attitude. The little thing that makes a lot of difference. And attitude is basically your mindset. How do you respond to things? Do you respond to them in a way which shows positivity, which shows a lot of potential, which shows a lot of faith, a lot of hope? बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं, हम देखते हैं वो फर्स्ट गो में कह देते हैं, अरे यार ये तो नहीं हो सकता, मुश्किल है यार ये तो बहुत. Now, if you're surrounded by those people, if you are one of those people, innovation is not going to happen. Creativity is not going to come. So what is my attitude? How do I respond to the world? Do I respond to the world with some openness? जैन धर्म का एक बहुत सुंदर प्रिंसिपल है जो मैं यहाँ पे बोरो करता हूँ, and that principle is called शादवाद. हर चीज के आगे शायद लगा कर देखिए. क्या ये घड़ी है? हाँ शायद. Now as soon as you put शायद, you leave a room, you leave some space for something new. You become open. You become open for something new. So do you have the mindset, that openness? So ये तीन अंदर वाला ट्रायंगल हमने किया, इमेजिनेशन, नॉलेज एंड एटीट्यूड. एंड डू यू नो ये इनर ट्रायंगल पे क्यों लिखा हुआ है? क्योंकि ये तीनों चीजें आपके अंदर है. दिस इज इनसाइड यू. योर इमेजिनेशन, your knowledge, and your attitude. That's inside you. And that is why it is written on the inner triangle. Now, what is outside you, which can help you to become more creative, become more innovative? It's habitat. आपकी खुद की सराउंडिंग्स कैसी? आप कैसी सराउंडिंग में रहते? You see, creative people, उनका रूम इतना क्रिएटिव होता है, राइट? वो कहीं पे कुछ पोस्टर लगा के रखे. एंड दैट क्रिएटिव हैबिटेट, कितनी बार ऐसा होता है कि हम किसी बहुत सुंदर जगह पे जाते हैं और लगता है कि यार यहाँ जाके तो पोइट्री लिखी जा सकती है, यहाँ जाके तो पेंटिंग बन सकता है. Why? Because that physical environment, that habitat helps you to be more creative. Then the next thing which is outside you and which helps you and your organization to become more creative is resources. हमने सब कुछ कर लिया मगर वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नया इनोवेशन करने के लिए रिसोर्सेज नहीं देती, आपको टाइम नहीं देती, आपको फिजिकल रिसोर्सेज नहीं देती, आपको. Why some of the universities are more innovative than other universities, or companies are more innovative than other companies? Because they invest resources in it. वो अलाउ करते हैं अपने एम्प्लॉइज को कि आप हमारा लेबोरेटरी यूज कर सकते हैं नए इनोवेशन के लिए. वो उनको रिसोर्सेज प्रोवाइड कराते हैं. वो फिजिकल रिसोर्सेज हो सकते हैं, फाइनेंशियल रिसोर्स हो सकते हैं, इंफॉर्मेशन रिसोर्स हो सकते हैं, एक्सेस टू लॉट ऑफ ऑनलाइन लाइब्रेरीज. Resources are very important. If I do not have resources, everything would become, a thought. and it will become really difficult to translate that into innovation. So when you start your own organization, make sure that you spare some of your resources for newer things. Once Peter F. Drucker went to an organization and he was meeting all the top, top officials of that company. So all the officials were being introduced by the CEO. So CEO was introducing that, look, this is Mr. XYZ and he takes care of finance. Look, this is Mr. XYZ and he takes care of marketing. He takes care of HR. He takes care of our production. And Peter F. Drucker asked, who's taking care of opportunities? Isn't it? So do you spare some resources for innovation, for creativity? And the last thing is culture. Now, what sort of culture do you build? And why I am talking to you about this is because जब आप लोग अपना स्टार्टअप शुरू कर, सी एक established culture को change करना बहुत मुश्किल है. बट अगर आप स्टार्टअप कर रहे हैं, आपके पास एक अपॉर्चुनिटी है अपना खुद का ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल कल्चर भी बिल्ड करने की. क्या हम शुरू से ही हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के कल्चर में इनोवेशन को इंक्लूड कर सकते हैं? सो ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल कल्चर, this is outside you, that will help you to become innovative. Your habitat, the surroundings. And when I say habitat, surrounding, I just don't mean physical surrounding. I also mean people in that surrounding. If you're really surrounded by people who are saying that you can't do it, they are right, you can't do it. But if you're surrounded by people who are telling you that you can, you can. But never let anybody convince you that you can't. So when I say habitat, when I say surrounding, I mean people also, people in that surrounding. So your habitat would define how innovative you would become. Have you ever seen images of Google's office? You know, first floor से ground floor पर आने के लिए stairs नहीं है, slide है. Different, right? So habitat, your resources, and your culture. Now, if you look at this triangle which is there on your screen, you would say imagination and habitat are parallel. Because your imagination will define your habitat and your habitat would define your imagination. मैं कितना imaginative हूँ, ये define करेगा कि मेरा habitat कैसा होगा. और मेरा habitat कैसा है, मेरी surrounding कैसी है, ये define करेगा कि मेरा imagination कितना होगा. You see, knowledge and resources are parallel. मेरे पास कितनी knowledge है, इस पर depend करेगा कि मेरे पास कितने resources होंगे. And मेरे पास कितने resources हैं, इस पर depend करेगा कि मेरे पास कितनी knowledge होगी. And attitude and culture. मेरी organization में सारे लोगों के attitudes क्या हैं? ये attitude ही तो organization का culture बनाएगा ना. If today IIHMR is one of the most innovative universities, why? It is because all those people who are there in IIHMR have that innovative attitude. And that is why the culture is innovative. So culture कैसा है वो लोगों का attitude define करेगा और attitude कैसा है वो organization का culture बना देगा. So put all these pieces together, right? And this engine is there. So when you start your own organization, let people be imaginative. You should be imaginative. Let people have the opportunity to gain a lot of knowledge. Let them travel, let them read, let them observe, let them talk. Create cross-functional teams so that they can talk to new people. See how you can work on their attitudes, the behavioral trainings, right? And हमारी जिम्मेदारी कि हम सबसे पहले ये काम खुद पे करें. So मेरा imagination कैसा है, मेरी knowledge पे मैं कितना काम करता हूँ, मेरे attitude पे मैं कितना काम कर रहा हूँ. And then my habitat, my resources, and my culture. When you put all these together, you see two triangles, and you could also see that actually all these triangles are on single ribbon. एक single ribbon से वो internal triangle भी बना है और external triangle भी बना है. right? So they are not different. They are interconnected. Your imagination, your knowledge, your attitude, they're interconnected. And they're interconnected with habitat, with resources, and with culture. All these 6 pieces are interconnected, are interdependent. They're single ribbon. And a single ribbon say inside bhi banaya or outside bhi banaya. Which shows, so the single ribbon is representative of the interconnectedness of all these factors. So this is the engine. An engine that you should install in your organization to make it an innovative organization. But if there is an engine, there has to be a key. A key to start this engine. So what is the key? Or I should rather ask, who is the key? It's you. You can start this engine, you can ignite this engine any moment that you decide to ignite it. If you decide that, okay, now I want to be imaginative, I want to imagine new things, I want to spare some time for it, I want to gather knowledge around it, I want to be open, right? Open to new ideas. I want to redo my habitat, right? I want to gather resources for this. Everything would fall in place. This engine would ignite the moment you decided. So basically, you are the key. And the moment you decided, this, you know, the world of infinite potential, the world of infinite innovation, infinite creativity would definitely open up. So that's it from my side for today. Creativity, ideas. So just a quick recap. Always keep your antennas open because ideas are flowing. So never say, I do not have an idea, right? There are lots and lots of ideas around. There are songs, there is frequency around. It's just I need to tune into that frequency and I will listen to the songs. So just open your antennas and you would find a lot of ideas. Always follow, you know, always try to be more imaginative, more knowledgeable. Follow trot rule, travel as much as you can, read, observe, talk to new people, think, think about your experiences, and you will get a lot of ideas. And as soon as you start focusing in to something, you would generate ideas. If you could generate 37 ideas in 120 seconds, you can do wonders. And I'm so glad that I got an opportunity to speak to such creative and wonderful people. Thank you so much, everyone. And keep thinking that what is the better way of doing that I am doing. So find a better way. You are the key. And I'm sure you will install this engine in your own organizations. Anywhere you need my help, I'm always available. You have a WhatsApp group. I request Sheenu ma'am to share my mail ID and my phone number with all of you. I'm always available for any conversation, any consultancy, any help that you need to build your own startup. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Sheenu ma'am.
Thank you so much. Anyone has any questions? Anyone want to ask anything? Itisha, do you want to ask something?
Yes, ma'am, I do want, but it's not related to today's session. Can I give him a call afterwards?
Yes, sure. Yes.
It's a real-time problem which I am facing with my like startup concept. So can I give you a call afterwards?
Yes. All of you are most welcome, and I'll be available for all of you. So please take my number and please feel free to WhatsApp me. I am most available on WhatsApp because इस तरीके के sessions में होता हूँ तो कई बार calls miss कर जाता हूँ. So the best way is to drop a WhatsApp. So you take my phone number, drop a WhatsApp or drop an email, whatever is convenient to you. I am always available for all of you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Any questions? Well, Thank you so much, Bhavya. It was quite some time I've heard you, and it was so exciting and inspiring to hear you in terms of how simply you actually reminded all of us once again how ideas are important and how we underestimate ourselves and realize that I can't do it, and there's so much negativity we have attached to ourselves. Probably that I can, I will is something that all of us need to understand and give it a try. What max can happen? We will not succeed, but without trying, how do you know you will not succeed? So keep flowing your the flowing of ideas is very, very important. We'll talk about it in the next sessions about the feasibility, whether it is feasible, not feasible is a different aspect. But the first thing is let the ideas flow. Let our brain start working, utilize it. Still, I want that, only 25% of the audience was talking today and using their brain. Probably others were doing, but they were hesitating to talk about it. Don't think about it that, I may be wrong, what others will feel about it. If you'll not talk here, where will you talk?
Yeah,
you should not even think. Yeah.
One Baba that changed my life is that Baba gave me a great motto of my life, and the Baba was Tata Sky, and it taught me बोल डाला तो life झिंगा लाला.
झिंगा लाला.
Please बोल डालिए जो भी आपके मन में है.
Exactly, that's very true. I mean, don't wait for things to happen. Let it happen. I think that's very, very important. So, I mean, I'm glad. I really enjoyed listening to you. Thank you so much for sparing all your time for us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. And please feel free to contact me. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Sure.
Thank you, ma'am.
I request everyone, please do the today's quiz and also fill up the feedback form. And for any queries, do reach out to us. And also, I'll catch up. We'll have another session tomorrow, which is on evaluating the opportunity. I'm also sharing one exercise into the WhatsApp group, which is about, exploring the problem. Also, there in that handout at the back of the 2 pages, there is one sample solution is also given. So have a look at it, and I would urge all of you to work on that exercise for yourself when you're thinking on your idea. Anybody has any questions, we'll be happy to answer. Rest, we'll catch up same time again tomorrow, and expecting all of you to join and participate. All right, so see you. Bye-bye.